Which sign makes the statement true? 1 whole 5 over 8 and 1 whole 3 over 10. What we really need to do is compare both of these mixed fractions, since we have a whole number here as well, and see if both of these are equal or one of them is lesser or maybe greater than the other one. So let's find out. We've covered how to compare fractions in an earlier topic of the same assessment. So let's reinforce that first. Now in this specific example, since the mixed number for both of these fractions is the same, we have 1 in both of them, we can only compare these fractions that are given to us, 5 over 8 and 3 over 10. But remember, in cases where we have different whole numbers, let's suppose we had 2 here and we have 1 here. In that case, we would have to convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. But we'll worry about that later. So let's compare these two, and in fact let's see how can we possibly compare these two. We've learned that in order to compare two things, they have to be the same. In these fractions, however, we have different denominators, which means it's a little difficult to compare these. The only way to do that is to convert these into decimals, and then we can compare those decimals. But an easier way to go about it is to change the denominators for both of these fractions in such a way that both of these fractions share a common denominator. Now the possible ways to do that is we can either increase this denominator right here in such a way that we have 10 here instead of 8, or we can simplify this denominator right here, or in fact the whole fraction, in such a way that this denominator that we have right here simplifies into 8. But both of those cases are unlikely to give us the desired result in this scenario. So what we're only left with now is to multiply 8 by 10 and 10 by 8. What this is going to do is this is going to give us common denominators, which happens to be 18 in this case, and if we multiply 10 by 8, that is what we get. We've learned that what we do with the denominator or the numerator of a fraction has to be replicated throughout the fraction. So if we're multiplying 8 by 10, we have to make sure that we multiply this numerator right here by 10 as well, which gives us 50. And again, if we multiply 3 by 10, what we get is 30 over 80. Now if I add 1 here, now it's a lot easier to compare. We can compare 50 over 80 and 30 over 80, and obviously this one is greater of 2. So the sign that we're looking for here is this, which is the first option.